Okay, Coach, well, the holiday rush, that's in full swing in nearby Manhattan, but we've got football here 8 miles west at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Rudolph. He's got the tight end, Vanette. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now it's Crowder. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's not going to get me.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now Darnold. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Sign 6 Mike, 26 Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's got Will Tye complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Watching you grind. Army.
Now Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Lady. Mike 50.
To throw is Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rudolph. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Rudolph. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Mike, 26, Mike. Watch the out, watch the out.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Minkah Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight end. Hey, forward attack.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 29.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Outside. 26, Mike. You. 49, check 49, check. Hey, lady. Oh, lady.
A first down throw, Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Snell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw. Hey, team 6, team 6.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. Ready?
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ready. It's 8, read. Hey.
2nd and 5 down. Rudolph setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Pushes over him.
Now, that's just not right.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 39 yards there, a big one.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Back to throw, Rudolph. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Rudolph looking to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Jenkins, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They pass up the... Fake it, it doesn't work. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Time. 26 months. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold, and it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Thomas has got it. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. This is Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
26 months. Watch the slant. Check 26. Check 26. Single.
On 1st down, Darnold. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
We're going to stop. 26 months. Red 80. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right.
Darnold from the red zone now. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. And Darnold just beating the play clock. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. Touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That last catch short the marker by just a yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
A 43-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the 2nd half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Darnold now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Able to find Switzer. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
A gain of 31 yards. And the Steelers first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Bell trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
You're outside. Mike, 26 Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
check, 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 check. The red 80. The lady.
Throwing on second down. Darnold is going to let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's go, D.
Darnold from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Tight dog, tight dog. The red 80. The red 80.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
230. 57 to Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
On 2nd down, Snell. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Right here, right here.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Crowder now to return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Powell takes it from Darnold. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Son. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Red lady. Lucky. Young lady. Let's go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Edmunds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
Good job.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering. And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive. Poor punter. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Samuels. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Taken from just outside the 30. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game? You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
26 months. Oh, you got deep? Watch tight. Tight.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Check 52.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Switzer. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Snell. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Snell again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. A huge play there on the screen pass. 49 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1. Big Ben going to take it himself. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
All right, now, Black 80. All day. Now spin.
Now here's Snell. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Darnold. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Jets on 3rd down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 14. Darnold. Open man is Anderson. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold completes it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. To the air again, Darnold. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 36-yard line.
26, man, 80. Defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll run it with Bell. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Bell. He spins free. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd and goal, Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. Around the NFL 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can win that game, it would mean win number 11 for them on the season. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Ben to throw again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Go 50, 50. Mike 50. Watch the slants. Watch the slant.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Mike, we're going to sign. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And they take a knee.
Donald on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that